Hello, hello, and welcome back to Perimenopausal Chats and Happy New Year. You made it through Christmas and we have the new year coming on super fast. This year has just flown by. I don't know about you, but that's how it feels like to me. And the last, I don't know, half of it has been quite the whirlwind for me. So I am actually ready to tackle 2026. Does that sound insane, crazy to say? But it's been a year and I feel like I've heard that a lot. And I'm just ready to, I don't know, there's something about a new year that just brings refreshing, renewal, rejuvenation, just all the goodness and almost like starting over. But obviously, we know we're not starting over on anything, right? We're just continuing our lives. But something about a new year makes you feel like it's a fresh new start. And it is, in a sense, of course. So I think that's what I want to talk to you about today is just going into the year with focus and intention and taking just a little bit of time to hang out with yourself and your thoughts and just see where you want to be for this year. What do you want to accomplish? What do you not want to do this year? There can be a list of things I want to do, things I don't want to do. And I would encourage you to prioritize them, to maybe knock off the ones that don't seem realistic, to knock off the ones that feel like they're longer term. Yes, can you be working towards them in 2026? Yes. But do they feel like they're so far off that you can't accomplish them? Then mark those off for now. We're going to take the top 3 easiest things to do, and we're going to take the top 3 things we want to get rid of, and we're going to work on those and only those. And if you only have the capacity to do one on each of those lists, then that is okay too. If you only have the capacity to do one, that's okay as well. Whatever you have capacity for is what we're going to do. So I want you to set that focus and that intention. And I want you to just, if you have a minute right now, if you're not driving and you're not in the middle of chaos, can you just shut your eyes for just a minute and just think about, just take a minute to reflect on the year behind, like what you came from, what you accomplished, what you didn't accomplish. That's fine too. What you feel like you failed at, what you feel like you accomplished. I said that twice. I'm blaming that on perimenopause brain. I want you just to take time to reflect on that and see if there are things that come to mind right off the bat, because usually those are the things that we need to either take a little more time on to think through or just note that these things are coming up for you and what the importance of them is, because I do fully believe that they are very important to you if they're popping up in your brain when you sit down with intention and focus and think with your thoughts, and those are what come up. They are important. Pay attention to them. So once you've reflected on last year, I want you to pull out the things, and you might need something to write down, because if you're like me, I will forget real easily. So having a notebook where you can just jot those things down that we just talked about and mark things off, physically mark things off, circle things that came to light that were the top things that came to mind quickly. And those are the things you're going to focus on. And so when you think about, just pick one of those and pick the one that seems to grab your attention the most, that it won't let you get away from it. You'll know. If not, if you don't have anything popping out at you, just choose one that seems like, excuse me, the easiest thing to tackle right now. And it can be the smallest thing. It is okay. It doesn't have to be this grand thing. Lose 100 pounds. No. Let's chunk this down. Let's chunk this way down. I want to read 100 books. Maybe for some people that's easy to do in a year. Me, would not be easy for me to do that in a year. So let's chunk that down. How about we try 1 book every quarter? So that's 4 books for the year, and see how the first book goes. And then you can reevaluate and you can change that. If it's taking you longer to get through that book, then maybe you try one for the first half of the year and one for the last half of the year. If you're killing it and you want to do more, one a month, go for it. That's 12 a year. Do you see what I mean when I talk about chunking it down? So like 100 pounds, we're not going to go for 100 pounds. 100 pounds in a year, to me, is kind of extreme. And we want this to be sustainable. Usually anything that is extreme is not sustainable. So that's with anything. So if you think, okay, let's lose 20 pounds. 20 pounds sounds a lot easier than 100, right? And then we take the steps to what we know get us there. If you don't know the steps to get you there, then hop into my Voxer for a day. We'll figure out your first step. If you need further help after that, then hire me as your weight loss coach. I can get you to where you want to go, and we can make so much progress in 90 days or less. I promise you that. But chunking it down is where it's at. Chunking it down is the key to accomplishing everything, in my opinion, because you're making those steps so small and so easy, and you're training your brain and your body to do those steps and then congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back, literally, because you did it. You did it. And it doesn't matter how small it is. It is getting you closer to your goal. And you did that thing. You did that thing. So give yourself kudos, because you are taking the steps. And no matter how small you think they are going to get you to where you have a sustainable foundation. You have a strong foundation, sustainable habits, and you will have routines in place that will take you through this chapter of life and beyond. And it will help you to stay focused. When you feel a little crummy at one point, then you can look and say, okay, what's making me feel crummy? Did I get my water in? Did I walk? Did I do this, or this? All of those habits that you have in place, those routines you have in place, you can pinpoint exactly where you got off track. There is no track, but you can pinpoint right what made you feel like you're feeling currently. And you can say, oh yeah, that's right, because I didn't do X, Y, or Z, or whatever it is. I can get that right back on track, and we'll keep going. So it's just kind of being aware and taking those steps and congratulating yourself for making the small steps, because most people don't even take those small steps because they think it's not enough. They think it's not going to get them where they want to go. When in fact, it's the very thing that's going to get them where they want to go and get into that routine, into that lifestyle that you don't even have to think about what you're doing because it's just second nature to you. Isn't that what you want? It is such wonderful mental freedom. The mental freedom is so satisfying. So great. I love it so much. And I dealt with mental prison for so very long when it comes to my health and weight and food and all of the things that now when I'm on the other side of it, you can get on the other side of it. I am living proof. I am living proof that you can get on the other side. Where I am now is absolutely mind-blowing. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I am human just like you are, and I have my things. But where I'm at now and where I was before is night and day difference, and the freedom that comes along with it, the body freedom, the mind freedom, the food freedom, the mental, all the freedoms. Oh, it feels so good. Freedom is so good. And look at that. My last name is Liberty. So that is fitting. I absolutely love my last name because it does stand for freedom as well. And it is the best thing. So I don't want to get too far off track here. I just want to make sure and encourage you to take time to reflect on your 2025, to sit down, make a time to sit down with yourself. You are more than worth taking a little bit of time to sit and reflect and sit and have some focus and intention about what you want to do in 2026, how you want to feel, where you want to take your health, how all the things. right? Don't let it overwhelm you. Just take one small thing. When you get that down, then you can move on to the next one, but not until you have that first small thing down. This is how you're going to make it. This is how you're going to make it to that freedom. This is how you're going to make it to your goals and the results that you want and the way that you want to feel, and walking out of your house in clothes that you love just because you love them, not because of the way that you think you look or don't look, or whatever the case may be. It is a wonderful place to be. And I just want to take this minute right before New Year's Eve and all of the celebrations and the new year coming in and taking over. And I want you to have that time before that happens. So that way you know, and you have reflected on 2025 and you know what you want for 2026. Now, getting there, we will figure that out. We can figure that out. If you can figure it out on your own, great. If you need my help, Voxer me. Let's go. I am ready if you're ready. And it is my goal to help as many women as I can in 2026 to get to that place because of how it feels. I cannot express that enough, how good the freedom, the mental freedom and the food freedom and all the freedoms feel. And in turn, all the things feel good, right? You feel good in your body, you feel good in your mind, you feel good in your relationships, you feel good in your work, you feel good in all the things. It is such a great place to be. And that is my wish for you in 2026, is to be in the best health that you can possibly be, to set up your healthy, strong foundation that will only support your mind, body, and hormones. Because when you are in perimenopause and you are postmenopausal, you need all the support that your mind, body, and hormones can take. And I tell you what, most of the things are simple things. And most of the time, we do not want to do them because we've either been in those habits, those unhealthy habits for so long that it feels hard to move into something different that will support you. And it seems too easy. And your brain tries to tell you all these things and all these stories, and they're not true. I promise you. You have the power within you to do this, to feel your best, to look your best, to have the best health. Now, I know there are certain situations, I agree, there are certain situations medically, health-wise, that are keeping you from feeling your best. But I am a firm believer that if you have that healthy, strong foundation set and you focus on doing that alone, and yes, you know what they are. You know most of what they are. But are you doing all of them? Because if you're doing all of them, then you have a strong foundation. And then if you're still feeling crummy, and you still don't feel like you have control over your health, and you still don't feel and look your best, then maybe something else needs to happen. Yes, like HRT or other supplements that might be helpful. But until you get that healthy foundation set, you won't know what your body actually needs. Because right now it might actually just need that 100 ounces of water per day to cleanse out the toxins, to clear your head so you don't have headaches anymore, to clear your skin and your eyes. It can do a lot. And when I talk about all these foundational pieces and people kind of roll their eyes like, it can't just be that. Well, it could be. Don't you want to find out if just doing that is what would make you feel so much better? I think it's worth trying. It's something that I thought myself, and that's why I'm calling it out, because I know the thought patterns. I know the setbacks. I know all the things. When it comes to weight gain, weight loss, all the things tried, all the things not tried, because your brain is telling you this or that. So anyway, my point is I want you to look and feel your best. It's all about feeling your best and having that healthy, strong foundation in place and doing those things that support your mind, body, and hormones in perimenopause and as a postmenopausal woman. Oh, and speaking of, I have been in perimenopause for 6 years, and I just realized now there's a bunch of things that can affect this, but I have not had a period in 4+ months. I don't know. I might be getting near that day of menopause. Who knows? But anyway, that was get me off track there. I hope you have the best New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, just celebrating you, your life, and your intentions and focus for 2026 and what you're going to do. I hope that 2026 sounds like a fresh new start and that it's going to be an amazing year for you. And I just know it is. I can feel it. It's going to be amazing, awesome, great, all of the things, productive, supportive. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a great year. So enjoy your festivities. Take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself. Make those connections with people because that's super important. And don't forget to connect with the most important person, and that's yourself. And reflect on 2025 and look ahead with focus and intention for 2026. And I would love to hear you in my Voxer. Let's talk about what your goals are, what your intentions, your focus is, what your reflections might be, all the things. I would love to chat with you for a day. So click that link in the description and follow me, and we will, see you next time in 2026. And my mantra will still be the same in 2026. And that's something is always better than nothing. So until next time, have a great week, and we'll chat soon.